Hello. Here we have the Gundam card game. Brand new. Just came out. This is the GD01. This is the new Type Rising booster box set after the previous 4 starter decks. And of course the beta set, the only other cards that have been released. This is the Chinese version. The reason why it's the Chinese version and not the English or Japanese version is because I live in China. Exactly the same, just it's in Chinese. But the packs are different. So basically we have it written here in Chinese. The box contains 24 packs. Each pack contains 6 cards and one it's the resource card, the EX resource card, the basic base card, or it could be a token. Now I've opened 2 boxes. These were purchased at an event, which got me the 2 promos that came with it, but also as well the special kind of Gundam card box. It's kind of small. It's not very big. I have the box kind of here, still wrapped. You can see here. This has the card again. It's not very big. Now, in terms of how does it work for the rarities and everything, so nicely they do this on here. So in the pack you're guaranteed a rare. So you've got the 6 cards, your 5th card. So it goes through the cards. The 5th card you pull is your rare card, which is a shiny. It could also be your LR card, or it could be another card, like the alternate art cards. Should get a couple per box. I was getting about, I think with the LRs and the alternate art cards, at least getting maybe 2. One of those alternate art cards being the maybe a shiny version of one of the resource cards. The resource are different than the ones you got from the starter decks, because the ones in this set are like headshots of Gundams. From the classic Gundam to Char's, Zack, and the Unicorn Gundam and so on. Pretty cool. And you get a really cool fancy shiny version of that. And of course, so they're marked as with the kind of the plus symbol next to the cards information on the side. However, there are some super special cards. So these are plus. And they're the super rare kind of alternate art cards. Alright, so let's bust this one open. Alright. If some of your first thoughts are how's an English-speaking person going to be able to play this game? Maybe with the Chinese, maybe not so good. Good question. But luckily, the Gundam website for the card game explicitly has a very good kind of picture database of all the cards, and I'm able to very easily kind of go through that through their website using my phone, and I can kind of technically use it when I'm playing games, but it does kind of give away a little bit maybe what cards I've got in my hand if I'm looking at some units or a pilot or a command card, to check up just double check what they're doing, so I can plan my next maybe turn or 2 turns ahead. Kind of gives the game away. But the box itself is displays it like this, and the cards packs themselves, like the Japanese ones, they've got a little hole punch here that allows them to open up and be put on the stands. All right, so let's So I'm not going to tear them open because the tearing system is a bit naff because it goes at the corner of the card and it'll just kind of break off and it won't really go down the side. Good way is to kind of cut across the top. So I'm going to pull out some scissors, snip, snip, snip. At the top there, it's the easiest way to do it. And I'm just going to kind of put these over here to the side so we've got some space so I can organize the cards as we go through. Alright. So as you can see there, they are Chinese, but they are, as you can see, standard cards. So I can just do the one from the back. So there you go, that's the ES token, the standard base that you would start with when you start the game. For those who know or don't know. Alright, so I can just kind of do that and you can see that there's like this card here is shiny. So that's your standard, like the slot for the red card. So I'll put the pilot base. I'm just kind of sorting these out. Base, command card, unit, command card, and wow, right off the bat, an LR card. Alright. So, we'll put that one aside. I've got some nice little pouches, so I'll put that one in the pouch just to prepare it. So I already bought, technically I bought 2 packs, 2 or 2 boxes when I was at the store earlier today. And I'm primarily, I just go ahead, I could have waited for the box. I could have give me a good price. Alright. To basically try and get all the LR cards. Just due to their availability, and there's some of those LR cards I really want to plan into some future decks that I want to try out. Right. So I'll put them all there. Spread them out there. All right. So these are our resource card. You can see it's the headshots of the Gundams. Even nicely says that Gundam Wing 0 there, which is nice. It's a nice kind of wonderful, really good card stock. So units, a lot of units. I think when I opened my first box, it was a massive, into separate stacks. So the pilot's a very small stack. Units, massive stack. Command card, unit, and our rare. It's going to come in through. It's kind of a little bit shiny. Very nice. One of my favorite Gundam kits as well, the heavy arms there. There's the Zach one. Unit there. The unit. Another unit. See, quite stacked with units. Command card. Okay. And the rare will be under this one. It's the aerial. And if you can't see in the top of the cards here, with these normal cards, they're either like C for common or U for like the uncommon. And then our rare for the pack is our pilots. I know she has an alternate one. Just making sure I don't. There's plenty of space at the top, for me to do this. There's a nice little space. But I want to just knock the cards down a little bit so I don't cut into the cards. Find out I got like one of those like alt cards or something. But there you go. That's our token. well, our resource. There are some tokens. There are some cards that will generate tokens. There's a base. That's our first base card. A unit, command card, and a command card. And then for our rare, yeah, that's a good one. If you are wondering, like, well, what's all this down here? The way to find out, obviously, for English, is obviously I'm going to be using the website, and so when so I'll be studying the cards that I get to help me kind of like build a deck. Pull that out there. There you go. So you can see what they're doing with these ones with the resources. If you got the starter decks, they are very kind of basic. They look kind of like this, not much of a design on it. Same with the beta ones as well, the beta set. Okay. For our rare, there we go. There's our rare card there. Nice. You'll probably notice as well that there are colors. There are 4 colors in the game: white, blue, green, and red. And when you build decks, you have to make sure it's mixed up the 2 colors. There's a decent system. White, blue tend to be a little bit more control. Red, green, a little more, very aggressive. It's the rare. There she is. Everyone's favorite Earthian. From Mercury. I also do the Gundam model kits and some of the other kits that Bandai make. And I got her model, which is kind of fun. The big puffy pink hair bits. All right, so. Oh. It's an LR. Ooh. Very nice. Aerial. We got our first token card. So like I said, normally we had, most of the time they're going to be resources, but every now and again you might pick up a token. Let's put that there. Get this done, get that sleeved. All right, moving on. So I think the average consensus seems to be that there will be about 4 to 6 LRs in a box. Obviously, do the math with the cases. There's a base. Okay. Last card, and it's a rare. Okay. And then our resource. A lot of packs, a lot of packs. I think also as well with a little bit less and a little bit cheaper than like, you know, getting the cards. And because the market was the way the market is, getting the American cards or, you know, the English language cards would be very difficult to get them over here. Also with various other reasons. Side 7 base there. I have the alt art card of this from another set. Okay, let's be sneaky. Ah, so if you can't see that, it says R+, so this is an alt card. Okay. Ooh. Alt art card there. Oh, that command card. And then the EX resource that exists. I can't remember what one that is. That is but obviously the one that I said I had the Tempting Fate there. This card is an uncommon, but it would have a U plus to tell me that, you know, that is the alt art card. So I think that's probably it for the. I think there's like one alt art card, maybe two, in that you might find in a box. It's all down to your chances. A little bit tidy up. And unit, command, unit, unit. It's a rare. Not a bad card, this. Freedom Gundam. There was an activity at the shop when we were doing this. You get the box and the promos, you know, for being there. But the idea was that you were to kind of supposed to kind of smush together a kind of like a small deck, about 30 cards. Normally, the rules say, you know, you need like roughly 50 cards. I'm trying to put together like a white-blue deck, and it's having some difficulties with some of the text, especially with like, because obviously what's the point is, of course, is you link ships, you link pilots with your unit. It's just getting to understand certain text on the card to match up with the unit. So I can sort of, you know, get the full kind of benefit from it. Okay. We'll slide it down. It's a rare. Ooh. So there's the alt resource kind of art card. So I really, it was the first Gundam one. The other one's with the Zack one. Charles Zack. I've got two of those. That's the kind of the C plus. Just basically shiny versions. So I think I'll stick that one in. That's the Gundam. So he deserves a sleeve. So what I was seeing, I think, with also with other people as well, you get one of these a box. So you're guaranteed a shiny resource at least. Or maybe you might get a shiny token or some other kind of one of those other cards. So it's not rare, isn't it? Or you kind of got that one. Freedom Gundam there. Looking online and looking at the LR++ cards, you know, the design they've got for that, you know, it's like a kind of a gold, kind of shiny card. If you haven't seen them, you should go online and have a look. Rare. I think it's like there's like, you know, people trying to get out there and, you know, find the money cards. Definitely those are the money cards. The LR++. I'm not holding out for it. If I get one, I get one. Be very happy, obviously. LR. Nice. LR there. Unit token to go with it too. Oh, that's not too bad. I was looking at how to play it. No. Interesting card. All right. Still got a lot of packs to go, so. But like I said, I'm pretty much expecting this to be the run for the LRs. Might get one more. That's just rare. There's the Charizak. So I got two of these, but the shiny C+ version of that. Oh, you know, I'm saying like, no more LRs, so we got one more. This is one that I was wanting, maybe, but that's crazy. So it's like 8 cost, level 8 card. That's end game. That is. Don't think anyone, probably no one will play this card. You know, obviously crazy stats on it though. So I don't know. I wonder if anyone actually plays this. It's kind of it's a crazy one. It's a crazy one. And still got this is the last kind of set here. 3, 6, and 8. 8 more packs to go. So kind of really raking these in, you know, and they'll stack already. So, I won't say it's like, you know, they're running with you, but they're taking your money here. You know, getting like a lot of product. I think what I like about these cards as well is the, you know, the artwork itself is not just like, they could have very easily just gone and done some like, you know, really lazy work, you know, with these cards, but they really kind of went out and they've really kind of worked on these and made them like something special. And I've seen the roadmap of like things to come. I think over the next like couple of months, the focus is to start on like, you know, tournament play and championship play. And then I think there's another starter deck coming out soon, and that'll feature the new Gundam QX cards, which they've been teasing. Just rare. So I'm wondering if, obviously, you know, one, in terms of, I guess, some collectors or the ones who, like, you know, buy cards, flip cards. What's the worth? What are they worth? No idea. These cards only just came out, so it's not like this one. I would like to maybe have a deck that's just all of these. It'd be kind of cool. That's the rare one there. Wow. I mean, I do like some of the football cards, well, the Chinese football cards. And you know, there's a market for them for card collectors in China. Surprisingly enough, you know, they do get all the products from America and Europe and so on. I need one of these. Like, I need her. She links up with the Strike Rouge, and yeah, it's kind of boss. Because it's kind of crazy blocker. That does stuff. It's kind of cool. Problem is, her other one is also a rare, so her units are rare too, which is annoying. I had some guy trying to like buy one off me at the shop, but then he went off and bought like a box of cards, and thinking I found his there. It's a rare. There's the Wing Zero. I think of interest when I bought the starter boxes. Two of them were the ones with the models, which you can use as like the tokens. You put them on to play the token card, and you can put it on the token card because the models each represent the token, and that's part of the kind of like miniature wargaming that they're going to be bringing out soon. It's an R. It's a rare. Even the shiny cards, you know, there's a quality. Last two packs. I think this is it really. This is our haul for the LRs. So 4 LRs, 1 alt card, our shiny resource card. Rare. I mean, go Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. Let's see what's in the final pack. Just a rare. Oh, I don't have that one. Level 7 though. Oof. And the aerial resource. Alright. So these are obviously the most the big kind of rare cards here. Our full LR cards. Look at this one, like, definitely a good card, but would I ever probably play this? No, I mean, it is green for starters, but probably wouldn't go for that. But I do, this one here definitely would probably see play. This one, that's an interesting one there. Probably wouldn't play this one though, since it's a green card. I'm gonna be focusing more on white and blue. What I do find interesting as well though is the link between this and the starter decks as well. So there are cards. So obviously there's the actual Gundam, RX Gundam, and marked with like to link it with its pilots of Amuro. So you need to kind of obviously go back into your starter decks. So you can't just buy this. You do need starter decks to get some key cards. Because I don't think Amuro's in this in the booster set, because he's all over it in the starter decks. All right, so that's that. Hope it was interesting. If you want to see more, let me know. I have many other boxes to open. So if you want to see what's inside, let me know.